Wizards prove to you last night?
Well, what they proved to me is that that I was absolutely right in not wanting the Boston Celtics to go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, because if the Wizards were able to do this to them with just being able to go 6 deep, imagine what the Cleveland Cavaliers would do to them. Let's take into account what happened with Isaiah Thomas last night. Forget the 13 points. Here's the biggest number to pay attention to: 8, as in 8 shots. They limited him to 8 shots. Why? Because they double and triple teamed him. They trapped him. But more importantly than anything else, Scott Brooks must have been watching the show, because they listened to every word that I said, because they attacked him on the defensive end of the floor. Isaiah Thomas, unlike the first 2 games where he was able to hide weak side in the corner, on the corner man who just stood there in the corner for the Washington Wizards, now everywhere Isaiah Thomas was, they attacked him. He's on John Wall attacked. He's on Bradley Beal attacked. He was on Otto Porter attacked and scored 19 points and attacked every chance he had. Anybody that Isaiah Thomas was defending, because of his 5'9" miniature frame, they attacked him. As a result, not that he was tired or anything, but he had to expend energy on the defensive end of the floor. And on the offensive end of the floor, they did someone else to beat them, because they made sure to get the ball out of his hands. So let Crowder shoot, let Bradley shoot, let Olenek shoot, and others. This is what they did, and this is what you have to do in order to beat Boston. If you're going against Cleveland, who's considerably deeper than the Washington Wizards, plus they have size in a LeBron, in a Tristan Thompson who's going out there and defended 3-point shooters, in J.R. Smith and Kyrie and others. What you have is a situation, you have more bodies to throw at Isaiah Thomas in a series like that. Washington showed that last night. That's what I peeled from it.
I peeled from it that Washington is an emerging team that needs a little more veteran leadership. I believe in the last segment I said the Celtics needed Paul Pierce, because, of course, I associate Paul Pierce with the Celtics. I meant the Wizards, who he played for. They really could use a guy like that on the team right now, ironically. The flagrant foul from Oubre, I thought, pointed that out. As I said, Washington, you're right, they exploited Isaiah Thomas defensively. And the interesting thing about Isaiah Thomas is he tries to play defense. As you mentioned, he's just too small to do it. He's basically zero value on defense. And it actually affects him because he's such a great offensive player. When you think of the very best players in the game and why he won't win MVP, really that's it. He can't play on that side of the floor. You must hide him and hope that they don't attack him, which is curious because you see guys like Eric Bledsoe, who's a tremendous defender. A guy like Nate Robinson could be very pesky on defense. And that's just not Isaiah Thomas for whatever reason. He has no value there. They exploited that. That's true. So I come away with that, with the fact that they really do need veteran leadership that they don't quite have right now in the form of a guy like Paul Pierce. But ultimately, they have 0 shot against the Cavs. So even if they come back and beat the Celtics, they're not going to beat the Cavs. They're just not ready to do it. And the big picture takeaway that I have from this team throughout this entire postseason, even during the regular season, is they are 1 player away. You need 1 player in your front court at least as good as Bradley Beal is in your backcourt. They're just a little short on talent, Stephen A., to challenge there are levels to this. They got enough talent, especially in the form of John Wall, and he's got a partner in crime in Bradley Beal, and they seem to fix the chemistry issues from last year, going into this year and now the playoffs. They're simply not quite talented enough in their front court to really be a team that can challenge to get to the finals. A Final Four team, yes, but not a team that actually gets to the finals.